From clothing, health services, and haircuts, these are the essentials that many in our city can access on a daily basis. But today, Homeless Connect Toronto is helping over 1,000 Torontonians access these resources as we near the coldest months of the year.
There's a lot of people outside that are homeless that could use these services.
People started lining up around the block outside the Mattamy Athletic Center early this morning looking to access some of the vital services offered at the 5th annual event organized by Homeless Connect Toronto, which looks to serve those experiencing or at risk of homelessness. It allows clients to access one-stop shop services like dental, mental health and addiction supports, eye exams, flu shots, clothing banks, housing, legal support, and even pet care. For first-time clients, it's a day that comes with relief.
This program relieves so many people, and they brought smiles to so many people's face.
Then there are the repeat clients like Charles Neal who use this event as an opportunity to access out-of-reach services like the ID clinic.
My health card, it runs out on this December 23rd.
Last winter, the City of Toronto drew criticism for not having an effective plan to address what some say is a homeless crisis. It saw staff and council scrambling and asking the federal government for assistance in finding space for those who would otherwise be left out in the freezing cold. With the shelter occupancy rate hitting nearly 100%, it was clear the system was strained. City Councillor Kristen Wong-Tam calls today's event critical, but in looking ahead to this winter, she says city staff are already preparing for what's to come, but she still has some concerns.
The city still needs to find additional shelters facilities. That is an ongoing challenge. Even though we put 1,000 shelter beds into the 2018 budget, the staff were not able to spend it all. It's still basic down to finding the appropriate sites, getting it all built, getting it readied and programmed and open for this winter. And of course, because we've fallen short of that goal, which was a big story last winter, this is why I do feel some anxiousness, is that we're not as prepared as we should be.
Today's event was made possible by an army of over 400 volunteers and service providers, including the City of Toronto. Based on an assessment from 2013, Homeless Connect Toronto estimates there to be about 5,500 homeless people sleeping outdoors or in some sort of facility in the city. When the organization first started this event in 2013, it attracted about 200 people. There's now 5 times that amount.
A lot of times we walk by people in the streets, they feel forgotten. And so for us, we're giving them a place where they can talk.
There's no one who isn't at risk for being homeless. I mean, it can just take one bad paycheck.
How do you feel when you leave?
Great, like a new person.
Good and relaxed and happy.
Now, a vital component of this one-stop shop is clients who were able to use a service here today will be able to access these services year-round with the help of Homeless Connect Toronto. For City News, I'm Faiza Amin.